the general, when he was in Kampala Parents, Kabale Preparatory, they had a school here. We were coming to see him, who was there. Then afterwards, we came to fight. So I want to thank God that Kabale has played a role in my life for a long time. And now I am here in a happy setting. I want to thank God for that.
I want to salute the UPDF and the other security forces for the robust security they gave during the recent elections. They did a very good job. It is true that there were groups who were planning really bad things, but they can't disturb Uganda because our security system is very robust. They are wasting their time. It is true that there were groups,
and I salute the APDF,
who are planning
quickly
really bad things,
neutralizing,
but they can't disturb
troublemakers.
Uganda because our security system is very robust. They are wasting their time.
This area of Uganda
It is true that there
is
were
very
groups
rich, and I salute the APDF. And
who
you are
are
going to get
planning
richer
quickly really bad
if you
things,
neutralizing
but
our
they
advice.
can't
Those
disturb
troublemakers.
Uganda
The economy
because
of
our
Uganda is
security
growing
system
very
is
fast.
very
Now
robust.
we
They
are
wasting
now
their time.
this area of Uganda,
It is
lower middle income
true
country,
that there were
is very
groups
rich.
who
Become and I
are
salute
salute
the APDF. And you
who
are
are
going to
planning
get richer
quickly
in a few
really
years.
bad
And we have
things,
the capacity.
but
Our
they
advice.
can't
Here in
disturb
Kabale,
Uganda
the economy
because
of
our
Uganda is
security
growing
system
very
is
fast.
very
Now
robust.
we
They
are
wasting
now
their
strong
time.
this area of Uganda,
lower
middle
middle
income
income
country,
that there were
very
groups
rich.
who
And I salute the APDF. And we are going to get richer in a few years.
bad
We have the
things.
capacity. You have the mountain gorillas. Then you have on the other side
that there were groups
the mountain gorillas.
who are planning
In a few
really
years,
bad
we have also
things.
in Findi. These are all in Kijezi. You have the mountain gorillas. So we are improving the infrastructure. We are building what we call on the other side the tourism roads. We are targeting them to link these mountain gorillas to but we are also going to build, expand Chisoro Airport. We're going to expand it. And we are going to build a big new airport somewhere here in Nzei's land. Where is Nzei's land? Where is that place where Nzei gave us land? I want to thank Amos Nzei. He gave us land somewhere here where we are going to build with the ruler of Sharjah a big airport there. International airport, so that the tourists fly in. They don't have to drive all the way from Entebbe. We're also going to build another huge airport in Mbarara, bigger than even Entebbe, because of the one of Mbarara is mainly for the trade between South America and China. Apparently, that area is the middle point between China and South America, Argentina and Brazil. So this area is going to develop around tourism. It is already developing, but it will develop even more. Secondly, manufacturing around
No, but before I go to manufacturing, let me talk about commercial agriculture. Although the land is fragmented because of land fragmentation, this land can be very productive with the right enterprises. But we need to add two things. To add the use of fertilizers and the use of irrigation. Because I stopped on the way here coming, and I saw some people growing some few things there, but they don't use fertilizers. They also don't use irrigation. Now, I don't know whether my people have my videos. Can you show these Kawale people the irrigation at Bushenyi, if you have it?
This is where our model plantation is. Plantation which you've had, we've already gone beyond 50 tons of yield per hectare per year. Matoke is very important part is water, but especially in the dry season. So here we are using irrigation, drip irrigation, as you can really see, using water, especially in the dry season. Drip irrigation, the advantage with it is that it sends water where it is required. PB does not depend on national water. We make our own water, which we pump every day. 90% of the water is used for irrigation, and the other 10% is processed for use in pilot plant and estate residential areas. This swamp, as per NEMA allows us to use a third of the water flow. But in the dry season, we even just use 12% of the water flow. So there is still enough water which we can pump. We've already finished the feasibility study to distribute the same irrigation water to the farmers, mainly along the water pipeline. So the structures you are seeing here are mainly to do primary filtration of the water. You have seen the color of the water through that aeration. It's our water in the western region is full of iron. So we always reduce the iron content by passing it through the air. Each of these pumps 40 cubic meters per hour, and it has a lift height of 140 meters. That's why we are pumping this 110 meters from here. Where we are standing is 110 meters below the reservoir where it's being pumped. You see these ready tanks? Those ready tanks are full of sand. To again continue the filtration of the water. We are using drip system, which uses very, very fine water. We should not be having any floating particles to block the system. Many people, when they hear His Excellency talking about 53 tons, people wonder if that's possible or not. You'll be able to see the size of the branches, the plantation, how it looks like, and how it is irrigated. Each of these plants loses about 20 liters every day through evaporation. So in other words, you have to replace 20 liters of water for the plant every day. Then we also maintain our...
You can hear the science. Each banana tree loses 20 liters of water per day. Each banana plant loses 20 liters per day. So by irrigating in Bushenyi, we are harvesting 53 tons per hectare per annum. But you have Banyankore there, nearby, who don't irrigate, and who don't use fertilizers, they are getting 5 tons. So we are harvesting 10 times more than they are harvesting. This is what must be cured. We must have irrigation and the use of fertilizers in the whole of Uganda, including the Kigezi area. If you do that, and we select high-value enterprises like fruits, maybe coffee, some coffee, vegetables, we shall get good money from commercial agriculture on a small scale. So, commercial agriculture tourism, and then manufacturing. Manufacturing will be around agro-processing. Because if you plant those crops, they must be processed. You already have the example of tea. Tea was doing very well, but the price went down recently. But we are addressing that because I'm glad the price of tea globally did not collapse. Here the price went low because of some mistakes. Number one, not using fertilizers, as already said. But number two, careless harvesting. Otherwise, if we do those, even tea still has got a market, according to what my tea people have told me. But there are other crops, like apples, which give very good returns per acre per annum. Coffee, dairy, poultry for eggs, and so on. Even fish farming. I've got a fish pond at Katuna there. Let them see my fish pond. If you don't have the one of Katuna, show them the one you have.
My name is Emmanuel, the Presidential Hub Manager for Kigezi. Right now, we are at Kigezi Presidential Industrial Hub. We are now introducing, or we have introduced the 4-acre model. We have a banana plantation as our first acre. We have a coffee plantation as our second acre. Then we also have dairy there as our third. Then here where we are is our fourth, where we have a fish pond. You're most welcome to Kigezi Presidential Industrial Hub. Here our fish pond, the size is 20 meters by 50 meters. And the capacity we can stock is 10,000 fish. Then the cost of making this pond, as you can see, we used an excavator and a bulldozer, which all cost 26 million. And then the fish, each is 500 shillings. And we have catfish here, and in those wrappers, we have tilapia, as you can see. And then we are going to feed this fish for 9 months. After 9 months, it will be ready for sale or for harvest. And the cost of feeds that we shall use in the 9 months will cost only 6 million. So when you get the cost of establishing this fish pond, that is 26 million, then we add 6 million for the feeds. So that one will be 32 million. So at the end of 9 months, after we have harvested, each fish will cost 10,000. So if you get that 10,000 multiplied by the number of fish, it will come to 100 million. This is called a fish tank. And we demonstrate to learners or our visitors, we demonstrate to them, because this is the upper side where we don't have a wetland. But even without a wetland, you can have such. You put in your fish. Here we have 600 catfish. They are making, they are going to make 2 months. So even at home, you can set up this and have your fish. We are also going to harvest this after 9 months. The only difference with the other one is that here,
no, that one is taking long, is not giving us the Chivaro properly. Show us the one of Lira. But you have heard he's talking a lot, he's not concluding. But you have heard that they are earning 100 million from that pond, which is in half an acre, 100 million shillings. Let's see the other one. The one of Lira is faster.
My name is Dr. Maurice Uchem. I am a commissioner by appointment, deployed at State House, and I've been assigned by the President to execute the 4-acre model. And I've put them so far in 10 regional zones in the country. Now, the 4-acre model is an idea conceived by the President to guide our farmers on how to utilize their small acreages of land so that they can earn more money through intensive farming. And here we are talking about enterprises that have good yields and high income for their household. So we have the fish farming, which is one of the enterprises that can be done near the water without interfering with wetland and tampering with water flow. Then we have the zero grazing unit. On the other side, we have the coffee, we have the banana, and also a household needs food crops as 1 acre plus fruits. So this idea of the 4-acre model is to support income for the household. And as I will go into the small mathematics, you will know that it's capable of pulling somebody out of poverty. Now, specifically on the fish pond, here is about 20 by 50 meter pond, 1,000 meters squared. After finishing the excavation, we stock 10,000 fish. We feed it for about 8 to 9 months. In the north, which is warmer, the fish grow faster. And in the west, which is a little cold, you add 1 more month to reach the same grams. So by that time, the fish will be about 800 grams to 1.5 kilograms. In the market, the fish which is 1 kilograms or 800 grams here costs about 10,000 shillings. So having stocked here 10,000 fish, by 10,000, somebody will get 100 million. in 1 year. And then when you subtract other cost of managing, which is roughly 30 million, somebody can be able to save 70 million on this fish pond. And in this size, we can put 2 of them in 1 acre. So meaning in this particular acre, somebody should be able to get around 140 million shillings.
So you can hear the calculation. It is the same, but the other one was not concluding. The calculation is that a fish pond of 20 meters by 50, which will be in half an acre, will give you 100 million shillings a year. If you deduct costs, you remain with 70 million. And this is in half an acre. So if you have 2 of them in an acre, you will get 140 million net. This is what I want the people of Chijezi to look at. In agriculture, the enterprises that use a small area but have got a higher return. Fish farming in the lowlands, in the highlands, some selected enterprises, but using fertilizer and irrigation. Now, then what you do in agriculture will influence what happens with the manufacturing. You will need factories to process what's produced by agriculture. But in the case of the Chijezi area, we also have minerals. The best minerals in the whole world, the best iron ore of Tarahe in the whole world is here in Chijezi. In Rwanda, Muko, in Butogota, on the other side, we have the iron ore of the hematite class. This is the best in the whole world. There's no other iron ore which is better than this one. That's why we have attracted investors who are going to build one factory here, and I need land quickly. I don't need stories. I told these people the land I need. I don't want game stories. I want land in the Rwanda area. I don't remember the acres that we need, but I've told those who are involved to put there one factory which will upgrade the iron ore on the surface, which people throw away, upgrade it to 62%. Then we had to put the other factory in Tororo. Why? Because iron ore alone cannot make steel. You need coal and other things to come from, which come from outside. And other infrastructure like the railway and so on. So that's why one of the factories will have to be in Tororo. But here, there will be the factory of the upgrading, and then the factory, the work of the mining. The work of the mining. So abachigani bashaba munda kukizeho mureke abantu banje beje batimbe obutare beje kubashashura abita kalyanyu omba kutimba itaka neryawe aha mutwe konka obutari n'obwa gavumenti konka ino kwine musheya naiwe abebiragiro bainemu aho orikumanya ebiragiro aije ashoborere kasheya karumu. So therefore, part of the manufacturing will deal with the issue of steel. Uganda will be a big steel producer in the world because we have got very good iron ore. We have got more than 500 million tons. Even if we use 1 million tons per year, it will take us 500 years to finish the iron ore which is here. So it's a lot of wealth. Then we have got other minerals like coltan, like there's what they call precious minerals. They are all here. So these three will be the base of our economy here. Agriculture, but with irrigation and with fertilizer, not without. Secondly, tourism, and thirdly, manufacturing. We can also have other services like education and health and so on. Those can always be added on because of the good climate here. And also ICT, those can be added on. Ekiraba ningamba omuzungu obugaiga bwaha nubw'amaani ate nimuseera ekyanga kiitu akumuri kwihamu nikakye nibaasa kwihamu ekiri kukiraho kuba orikutandika n'okuhinga n'okuriisa okuhinga n'okuriisa mutakukozesa rwezo mutakukozesa kushikyerera okwo n'okushiisha ninyenda kusiima abantu ba Muhanga Rwamucuucu kuriya Rukiga bakaruga omu kisharara kyagarukaho ninyenda kubasiima nkohereza Prime Minister n'abandi ngu baije bakozesa amaizi ago ag'ekifunjo kushikyerera emigongo egyo abari omu migongo batunge amaizi g'okushikyerera rero murebe okweza kwaba kuhanga munonga okukira ati okumuri kusharura nayoreka orutoke rwange rwa Bushenyi orutwahire Dr. Muranga omunyasayansi orutoke orwo natema tani 53 omu hectare nakiza abanyankore bari abamuherereye emirundi 10 okweza ebitoki rero hariho ebyenyanja hakatuna abantu banje bariyo nibashora amasente omuhika emwe nibaasa kwihamu miliyoni 140 baza kwihaho zibakukozesa mbere ekyo n'orubaju rumwe orumukwasa kugira entaasya y'amaani obuhingi n'oburiisa obukukozesa ebirikubangira enablers orwezo n'okushikyerera rero hazaho tourism obutayayo burambuzi ibintu bimanya umurimo gwitu no kurenga ngo twazitera korasi twatandikire nambere ngutera kurga katuna erikuza umurubanda bagitera korasi na zirya ezikuzo kuri mu umunyamushumbe kuzitera korasi zone hamwe kishayi tuzakwenda ko kishayi cyamani ayi nze ya twiritaka nguna he tare muno kuba kungira kandi n'cyakisoro nakyo tuza kucyangusya kucyongerayo ibire bikwerenkarga kwandike barha nekiriza esente kurwo mu Africa Development Bank kuraisya ekishayi ecyakisoro kucyongerayo uburengwa no kukitera kutaho korasi run away. So amahega agwashatu obuhinyi n'oburisa oburimo kushikera no kusorwezo ebyo burambuzi hamwe n'amakorero okukira munonga n'obutare n'ebindi by'omutaka eby'omuhendo na kortani aho nabirwaha nabo ekicweka kyaitu eki kija kutunguka okukira hati okukiri nayemerera hari kushuma abantu babahingira utucora aho ntutucora tunumiha muki nubukunena kukonka nga tukwende bukunena konka ntwende ibintu ebirikurwa musete nyingi kubakenura muri byo mboro. I congratulate everybody and I thank you for having voted for the NRM. I congratulate all the freedom fighters, and as you can see, Uganda is doing very well in many of the sectors. The people are being left behind. We are also going to pay a lot of attention to them. You have seen how PDM has helped. We are going to enhance it and also spend more money in the towns. Towns have got many people. They need more money for the ghetto children so that they get capital to start with. I thank you and I wish you good luck. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. A very big round of applause for our chief guest. He is a teacher and is always educating Ugandans on how to get out of poverty, on how to lead a more prosperous life. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, as you assume your seat, we are at the tail end of the program. The next item will be a presentation or award of honors, and this event will be headed by the Master of Ceremonies of the Chancery, Brigadier General Richard Karemire. Brigadier Karemire, you are welcome to the podium to take us through the award of honors on this occasion of the 45th Tarahe Sita here at NDC Kavale.
Your Excellency the President, sir, I request your permission to ride on the protocol already laid out by previous speakers so that I can proceed, sir. I am Brigadier General Richard Karemire, the Master of Ceremony of the Chancery. On this great day, when we celebrate the 45th anniversary of the last phase of our protracted people's armed struggle, His Excellency the President, and the Fountain of Honor, has pursuant powers conferred upon him by Section 18 of the National Awards Act 2001, Section 3, granted awards to the following. One, the Kawariga Star Medal, the second highest military decoration, is awarded for gallantry to Resistance Officer 08643 General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, the UPDF Chief of Defense Forces and Senior Presidential Advisor for Special Operations. General Kainerugaba made significant contributions to human resource transformation within the UPDF by inspiring and mobilizing many Ugandans to join the force. He was initiated into officership through training at the Royal Military Academy, Sandhurst, along later the Special Forces Group, and ultimately its expansion and elevation into the Special Forces Command. Within the Special Forces Command, and was also involved in special operations under the code name Operation Lightning Thunder. During which he played a critical role in securing the Garamba Forest after weakening the Lord Resistance Army. Throughout his service, General Kainerugaba has demonstrated rare courage and exceptional strategic leadership. These attributes led to his appointment as Commander of the Special Forces Service, where he performed with distinction, and he was subsequently appointed Commander of Land Forces. He currently serves as the Chief of Defense Forces and Senior Presidential Advisor on special operations to the President and the Office of the President. His legacy remains undeniable. His leadership and command at the Uganda People's Defense Forces into a professional, disciplined, and effective force for peace and stability across Uganda, the region, and the African continent. General Muhoozi Kainerugaba has in recent years made a great contribution to national and regional stability as exemplified in the TESO pacification and normalization of relations with the Brotherly Republic of Rwanda. General Muhoozi Kainerugaba is also the author of Battles for the Ugandan Resistance, a tradition of maneuver, published by Fountain Publishers, Kampala, Uganda, in 2010, and now a military piece in our training institutions. For numerous acts of individual selflessness, courage, valor, bravery, and heroism in the execution of military missions, for his contribution to the social, economic, and political transformation of Uganda, the region, and Africa, for outstanding national mobilization and his unwavering commitment to defending the people's peace in pursuit of strategic security and national development. General Muhoozi is therefore deservingly awarded the prestigious Kabarega Star for his conspicuous gallantry and outstanding service to the nation building. Your Excellency, we present you General Muhoozi Kainerugaba for the award of that great decoration. Number 2 is Lieutenant General Kayanja Mahanga, that is awarded the Rwenzori Star Medal. General Kayanja joined the National Resistance Army struggle in 1985 and undertook all the professional military courses in Uganda and abroad. As the Commander of Land Forces, Lieutenant General Mahanga is the highest ranking officer responsible for the overall command, readiness, and operational effectiveness of the UPDF Ground Forces, a responsibility he has executed with diligence and professionalism. He previously commanded operations against Al-Shabaab up to 2022, overseeing force readiness and combat effectiveness in the complex operational environment. He has commanded infantry forces at all levels and directly executed strategic missions in the Democratic Republic of Congo, Republic of South Sudan, and Somalia, all aimed at eliminating terrorism and creating a stable region. Lieutenant General Kayanja Mahanga is widely recognized for his profound influence on military operations with the leadership style that emphasizes discipline, professionalism, and mission effectiveness. Next is Lieutenant General Charles Okidi. Lieutenant General Charles Okidi, the commander of the Uganda People's Defense Forces Air Force since 2022, is a highly distinguished professional aviator whose flying career spans more than 3 uninterrupted decades. As the commander UPDAF, Lieutenant General Okidi has been placed in a position to coordinate Uganda's projection of air power by providing air support to all internal and external operations, as well as professionally executing important VIP missions. Throughout all these operations, Lieutenant General Okidi has demonstrated exceptional bravery, gallantry, and heroic action against armed enemies in service of his country, the region, and the African continent. Next, Resistance Officer 00514, Major General James Kinarwa, Honorable Member of Parliament-elect. General James Kinarwa, the Joint Chief of Human Resource Management of the Uganda People's Defense Forces, has been in this office from 2023 to date. Compared by the prevailing security of the time, he joined the People's Protracted Struggle in April 1982 at Kitema Masanga in Semuto. He undertook all professional military courses in the country and abroad that gave him tools to serve in various senior staff and command positions. On numerous occasions, while serving as a commandant, he provided exemplary leadership in command, training, administration, and welfare of both personnel and institutions under his charge. Through his exceptional ability, personal initiative, and total dedication to duty, Major General James Kinarwa has consistently reflected great credit upon himself and upheld the highest traditions of the Uganda People's Defense Forces. Brigadier General Jimmy Musoke, is the Deputy Commander of the Joint Staff Brigade Group. He joined the People's Protracted Struggle on 15th May 1983 at Kiwangzi in Yoweri District. He commanded various military units and excelled in operations against the Lord Resistance Army and ADF, significantly contributing to peace. Next is Brigadier General Justice Rwabarire Rukundo. Brigadier General Justice Rukundo is the commandant of the Oliver Tambo School of Leadership and the Pan-African Center of Excellence at Kaweta. Next is Colonel retired Samson Mande. His early commitment to liberation efforts saw him serve as a volunteer scout with the Task Force Division of the Tanzania People's Defense Forces under Major General Silas Mayonga during the 1979 war. He actively participated in and fought, commanded numerous battles under the National Resistance Army and later the Uganda People's Defense Forces, while distinguished himself through exceptional gallantry and leadership. He was among the renowned 41 patriots who launched the liberation struggle armed with only 27 guns. Colonel Samson Mande attended military courses that built his professionalism and later prepared him to be the first commandant of the Junior Staff College. And later he served in a foreign mission, and later while living abroad acquired vast international experience that can be applied towards national development. Colonel Bernard Buzabo is also awarded the National Independence Diamond Jubilee. Colonel Colin Ainomugisha, Colonel Emmanuel Muhozi, Colonel Francis Ndiabugwamu, Colonel Chris Oriange Damorira, who is the Director of Intelligence in the Special Forces Command. Colonel Damorira is a passionate and committed officer who has consistently fought against corruption, subversive tendencies, and institutional irregularities, ensuring command and staff hygiene at strategic, operational, and tactical levels. His efforts have safeguarded institutional resources and addressed numerous investigations, including those involving siphoning of funds, logistics, document forgery, impersonation, and terrorism. Next recipient is Lieutenant Colonel Robert Kamuntu, followed by Lieutenant Colonel Simon Tungura, followed by Lieutenant Colonel Godfrey Barugahare Katebuchi, followed by Lieutenant Colonel Roland Kasiga Bwebare. Next recipient is Lieutenant Colonel Junior Mzambiri Kulaba, followed by Lieutenant Colonel Santo Duara Ocheng, followed by Lieutenant Colonel Edgar Msasizi. Next, Major Rwetiri Nicholas Kakuru, followed by Major More Harriet Dudu, followed by Major Moses Asimwe and Captain Lucien Nicole Etoru. Next recipient is Lieutenant Sharon Manyari Namwenje, who is the head teacher at our Bombo Army Barracks Primary School. Next recipient is Warrant Officer Yawe Jime, followed by Corporal Achiro Marasto Rehema, and Mr. Wembabazi Robert. The Dam Medal is awarded posthumously to Resistance Officer 165, Junior Officer 2, Charles Tunamasco. Late Charles Tunamasco joined the Liberation Forces in 1979 in Isinjiro and later actively participated in the climax of the People's Protracted Struggle in 1981 against the dictatorship in Uganda. Tragically, he was killed in 1985 during the advance that led to the takeover on 25th January 1986. Her daughter is here to receive the medal in his absence. The Royal Triangle is awarded to Captain Arsene Wegei, Second Lieutenant David Ivan Tumsime, Sergeant Retired Saba John, and the National Independence Diamond Jubilee is awarded to the following prisons officers: Mr. Mukonde de Gracias, the Superintendent of Prisons; Assistant Superintendent of Prisons, Mr. Opira Martin; Mr. Mahanj Oyera; Mr. Opio Patrick is the Principal Officer; Mr. Tsasi William, the Chief Warder; and from the police, the National Independence Diamond Jubilee is awarded to Corporal Opale Isaac, and posthumous award is extended to Businge Ronald. The late PC Businge Ronald was passed on following an attack by suspected ADF rebels who stabbed him with machetes, pangas, while he was deployed at a traffic checkpoint in Ruero. He is recognized for his sacrifice to his motherland. Long Service Medal is awarded to Olira Justin, to Apollo Annette, Tude Tito, Augustus, and Musime Milton. We extend our deepest congratulations to all those awarded today and also encourage them to wear these medals on such national functions. The media will be provided the opportunity to produce in detail citations of all the comrades who have been mentioned, but their citations not given in full. I wish to thank the Honorable Minister for the Presidency, the Chair of the Presidential Awards Committee, and the staff at the Chancery for organizing this short ceremony. I submit, Your Excellency, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much, the Master of Ceremonies of the Chancery, for the job well done. Your Excellency, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the UPDF, as we come to the end of this momentous event, permit me to recognize the additional people in attendance. The Honorable Minister of State for Works, Honorable Musa Ichweru, the Honorable Member of Parliament-elect, Lydia Wanyoto, Mbale City, the Honorable Okiror, MP Usuk in the Katakwi, and the Head of the Secretariat, Major Martha Asimwe. Your Excellency, there's also a group from the diaspora who traveled all the way from Europe and North America and are here with us. They are Timothy Senyonga, the team leader, Mr. Ronald Luanga, Mr. John Agaba, Asha Kasule, Brian Coker, Rosette Mwesige, Titus Seruga, Lilian Nachambade, Juliet Kahakani, and Mr. Kwame Ruyondo. Your Excellency, we are almost there, but I request you to permit me to invite at least 2 groups to give us quick entertainment. One is the Mtoto wa Jeshi, who will come here and present a Tarahe Sita song, and the Chahi group from Gisoro. And as they conclude, we will have the African Revolutionary Voices to give us one song. We know whose favorite it is, and that song is called Kino Chechisera. That will be our last item on agenda this evening. We don't have much time. Miss Leah Mtoto wa Jeshi, the daughter of Warrant Officer 1 Edith of UPDF. Please come on the stage. Miss Leah and the Chahi group from Itsoro, please come closer and be on standby.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency and Mama. I'm Captain Dan Bashisha. I lead these African Revolutionary Voices, and I work in internal security organization. Chino Chechisera Mzee, your favorite.
Leah. Thank you very much. We'll now have Ms. Leah to come and take us through her presentation.
His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, my name is Leah Kamwine, and I would love to congratulate you, and this is the song that I wrote. We celebrate Tarahe Sita, the fight for freedom. We celebrate Tarahe Sita.
On the 6th of February 1981, around 4 a.m., President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni and his freedom fighters caught up with the lorry parked at Nigeria Junction. There, one of them brought the idea of retaining the late Mr. Ringo's car so that they used it to rush to the armory as the people on the lorry engaged the sentries at the border guard. The plan was to attack at 8 a.m. when the 1,400 trainees had left the barracks for training in the field. At exactly 8 a.m., their vehicle parked at the border guard. By that time, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni was in the back of the lorry because, being well known, he could not be in the front seat. He would expose the whole operation. He then had a small Kazoo past the lorry, but also, unfortunately, had a gunshot outside the lorry at the border guard. The gunshot had been fired by the late General Tumwine and the sentry, who had been suspicious of the small vehicle that had passed without stopping, and then firing went on at the armory for some time. They started the war without fear. Regardless of their number, we only 27. They started the war. Canada was
A big round of applause for Ms. Leah. That was fantastic. The Chisoro Chahi group, please, the stage is yours. Chisoro Chahi group. Thank you very much, Isoro Group. That has been outstanding.
Thank you very much.
Your Excellency and distinguished guests, we have come to the end of this Tarahe Sita function, the 45th anniversary here at the NTC grounds in Kabale. We thank all of you who braved the weather and the long drive from Kampala to make it here and celebrate with the Uganda People's Defense Forces and the people of Kabale and Greater Kigezi region. In a special way, I also want to thank the First Lady and Honorable Minister of Education and Sports, Mama Yoweri Museveni. She has always been there for the President and Commander-in-Chief, and therefore there for the National Resistance Army and the Uganda People's Defense Forces. Thank you, Mama. She's always, every time, on Muzee's side. Thank you very much, the Chisoro Group. Thank you, our chief guest, His Excellency the President, and distinguished guests. Thank you, Mama Janet and the Honorable Minister of Education and Sports for gracing this auspicious occasion. Your Excellency, we are coming to the end of this event. Departure will be as follows. We don't want confusion at the end of this function when people begin to leave. So we should remain seated and orderly. His Excellency and His Entourage will be the first to leave, followed by Her Excellency the Vice President, followed by the Chief Justice, followed by the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, the third Deputy Prime Minister, and those will be followed by our former national leaders, led by our Prime Ministers Emeritus, and then the Honorable Ministers, followed by the Chief of Defense Forces and his guests. The rest should remain seated and organized. The band give us the national anthems in reverse order. Thank you, all of you, for coming to Kabale and celebrating with the UPDF and the people of Kabale and Kigezi on this special occasion of the 45th Tarahe Sita Anniversary. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. The band. We may resume our seats. And our DJ, there was a group called the Kajuguta group. Are they still here? This is a chance for you to give these very honorable guests some entertainment. This is the Kajuguta Cultural Group from Kabale district. As they come to the stage, our DJ give us some revolutionary inspiration. Our distinguished guest, His Excellency the President. There is the CDF's luncheon at the golf course next to White Horse Inn Hotel. We've been here a long day. There is food and refreshments waiting for you after here. So let's converge at the golf course near White Horse Inn Hotel. The Kishuguta group, this was your chance. You should have been on the stage by now. and later the Chief Justice, and Deputy Speaker, the third Deputy Prime Minister, and our former national leaders, honorable ministers, the CDF and his guests, senior generals of UPDF, in that order. We have lunch, like I've earlier said. The VVIP will have their lunch at Golf Course near White Horse Inn, and those are